Emergency recovery, emergency recovery, emergency recovery. MRH 90 has declared a single engine failure. Stand by for emergency recovery. Crash on deck, crash on deck, crash on deck, crash on 6 spot. Crash stop ventilation, Pier B, 6 nil weapons. Standing C fire party, muster ACR. Rescue boat close up. Swim condition Zulu.
We've come down to Albatross to conduct some mission rehearsal training, and it's the first opportunity we've had as a department to integrate with each other. So that's the AVNs, the Aviation Support Category Handlers on the flight deck, the Air Engineering Department maintenance team is visiting aircraft team, plus your command team if you like, so the flying controllers, your air traffic controllers, looking at voice procedures, looking at how we all work in our individual spaces and just bringing it all together. So the facility is used specifically to manoeuvre aircraft around and replicate the idea of bringing an aircraft from the hangar onto the aircraft lift, then up onto the flight deck and then moving it forward onto the spots. The LHD brings a new capability the like of which we haven't seen since HMAS Melbourne some 32 years ago.
As aircraft handlers, our role is to crash rescue firefight, and we're here to move the aircraft up and around the ship from the hangar, from the lower deck down the hangar up to the flight decks and back down again. My previous careers in the Air Force, I had some aviation experience, but seeing it on board a ship of this size, it's still not that much of a large area when you think about the amount of aircraft that we're eventually capable of taking on board this flight deck.
We've got guys from all walks of life. Some have been chefs and riders and stewards, and this coming from a benign or relatively benign environment to an action-packed environment like a flight deck of the LHD is completely different to what anybody else has ever done. We've really got to be well trained, and everything all put together can be a very, very busy environment.
I think all of us, and most of us, are looking forward to being able to get out there and actually do our job and show everybody what we're capable of doing as a branch.
The team this week, fabulous. All they want to do is to get on board and get onto that flight deck and start to do what they want to do best, which is to move aircraft around and be there to safeguard flying operations and pilots like myself, allowing us to conduct aviation safely.